So occasionally I get someone that will come up and ask me, how do you know your fruit is fresh? How do you pick fruit in the market? You know, I've seen people thump fruit, I've seen people smell fruit. I'm not really sure how to know it's fresh. So here's what I can show you. First of all, fruit that's in season will smell sweet. They'll have some sort of scent to it. Even something with the peel like a banana usually gives some sort of odor, and the odor should be a sweet odor. It should smell banana-y or cantaloupe-y or whatever the fruit is. Apples may not be quite as intense as a smell, but they will have some sort of smell to them. If there's absolutely no smell whatsoever, again, bananas are a little harder because they have a peel, or even if in the fruit section you don't smell fruit smells, you might want to move on to something else. It may just not be ripe yet, or it may have been a little before its season. Strawberries are a great one that give out a wonderful smell. But if you can't smell it, then it's probably not quite ripe yet. This banana is ripe. It doesn't give off a strong smell, but there's a little something there. It should also be a little soft, not a lot soft. It shouldn't be really hard. It should have a little bit of a softness to it. Bananas, I know some people say, oh, well, I can't tell till I peel it. But if you just even gently touch it, you'll know. Apples are a little different. There shouldn't be softness to an apple. It should crunch when you push it. I don't know if you can hear that, but it crisps, it's crunchy. Apples aren't meant to be squishy. However, there should be a little bit of a smell to them. Again, this one is incredibly light of a smell, but as a group of apples, I would smell this stronger. And when I bite into it, it's crispy, it's crunchy. I happen to live in Washington, so this apple I know is in season, and it's a great time of year to eat these kind of apples. Banana should be a little soft. Cantaloupe should have a tiny bit of softness to it, but a cantaloupe's a great fruit in that when you flip it to one end or the other, you smell kind of that circle at the top. You definitely smell that cantaloupe smell. However, if the smell changes from sweet to a little more bitter smell, it's past its prime. Move on to something else. So that's an easy way to start. If you can't get fresh fruit, you can't find fruit at a farmer's market or fruit stand that you know is maybe a little more ripe and in its freshest peak, then do frozen. Frozen's usually made frozen when it was in season, and it's the next best thing to fresh. So use that in smoothies. I bake with it a lot of fresh fruit baking, baked goods. It's great. There's a lot of ways you can incorporate fruit. There's a lot of ways you can find either frozen or fresh, and so go for it. Just try, experiment. Hopefully you can find even a store that might let you sample something like a grape or two, just to make sure it's fresh. Don't do it without permission, but there you go, fresh fruit.